Spider's Web, the first video of 2022, and just in case you're wondering, yeah, I broke a crown, just in case you can see. Anyway, that's all by and by. Happy New Year to everybody. 2022, let's just hope that is 2022, spelt 2020 and TWO, not TOO, because we certainly don't want to do a repeat of 2020, do we? Now, this unboxing is part of was one of my Christmas presents. On a Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock, I go to a games club. It's Wigan War Games and RPG, based over at the Masonic Hall in Pemberton, at Wigan. So if anybody lives in the area who would like to come and pay a visit and see what's what, there's only about 7 or 8 of us. So please, if you're interested, you're doing nothing on Wednesday nights, pop along and say hello to us. Anyway, as I said, this was part of Secret Santa. This was my gift for Secret Santa, and it's a little card game. Land and Sea. We're going to be doing a little bit of fighting. Okay, so here we are with Land and Sea. I apologise for the reflection on the thing, but as you can see, it's got the Dice Tower seal of approval, so it should be good. It's from Arcane Wonders, and it is as far as I am aware, a 2-player game. Let us have a look. Yes, it's a 2-player game. So in this you get 2 Supreme Commander cards, 18 battle cards, 3 theatre cards, 14 score markers and 1 rulebook. In the midst of the greatest conflict humanity has ever known, victory will be claimed by the military that can overcome their enemies in every battleground. Do you have the skill to lead your nation's best and bravest in the air, land and sea? In Air, Land and Sea, 2 players battle for control over each theatre of war by playing battle cards and strategically utilising their special abilities to gain the advantage. Whoever controls the most theatres, thus claiming the most victory points, wins the war. 2 players, ages 14 plus, and it takes about 20 minutes. So that's enough of the outside of the box. Let's have a look at what is inside. Assuming, of course, I can get into it. There we are. First off, we have these, but we usually check out the rulebook first. And this is a massive rulebook, as you can see. It is 10 pages. So, what do we have in here? Let's zoom in a little bit. There we are. So we have the components, how to set up the game, playing the game, the structure of battle, all about the battle cards, resolving a battle, what else? The tactical abilities, the key terms for the tactical abilities, ending the battles and winning the game. It's all in here, as it should be. So we have a beginner mode here as well. So that is the rulebook. Next, well, that was a bit weird. It's probably the light that they couldn't focus on. Next we have these cards, and these I believe will be the theatre cards. I'm trying to open these, but I couldn't quite see where I was supposed to be opening them. So we have information about these. Transport, you may move one of your cards to a different theatre. Let's zoom in a little more so I can read. I'm just going to put this to one side. I think they're both exactly the same. And that is for fighting on the sea. And then we have this one, and it goes from reinforce, ambush, manoeuvre, cover fire, disrupt and heavy tanks. And this is for fighting on land. And here we have this final card, and this one is obviously for so these are the 3 theatre cards. Next we have a bundle of tokens, and I'm so pleased that these are in resealable bags. So we have a 6, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 value 3 cards, 2 value 6 cards, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 value 1 cards. Not cards, tokens, that's what I'm looking at. They're quite thick card, seem quite sturdy, quite happy with those. So I'll pop those back. And next we have, and if you look in the box itself, the dividers, like newspaper headlines or front pages. Quite nice. Okay, so now we're moving on to the actual playing cards for the deck. And we'll start off with these 2. These are the Supreme Commander cards. And you get a first player and a second player. And the first player gets some bonuses. So this one wins Tide Theatres, this one loses Tide Theatres. And there we go. However, this one has if you've got 4 cards left in your hand, you get 2 points, or points opponents score if you withdraw. And second player, you've got to have 5 cards. So it slightly evens out sometimes, I think. These high numbers for opponents' points for withdrawing. So yeah, I think it evens it out with the opponent. What do you call it? Winning ties. Now here are the cards themselves. I'll just zoom out a little bit so you can see them all. And you get a value, point value, get the kind of card it is, and what bonus it gives you, if any. On the back, there's a big number in the top left hand corner. So if this is face up, you get 1 point at the end of the game, apparently, and if it's face down, you get 2 points. They do change for different ones. So this one, it's 2. You get 2 points whichever. For this one, 3, and that one gets 2. So you get less if it's face down than you would if it's face up. So, as I said, there are different values on them. I'm not 100%, but I'm sure these are what you'd count up as to find out who's got the most cards in that particular theatre of war. But yeah, with us. So we have the different colours. So these are for fur, which you can tell because they are like a brownish colour. Then you've got the green ones, which are for land. And then you've got the bluey grey ones, which are for sea. So let's have a look at the ones first. And we have support, we have an airdrop, we have a manoeuvre card, we have an aerodrome card, and we have a containment card, and we have heavy bombers. Now if you look back at the theatre card, on the back it tells you how, it shows you where these players. So the support card, you gain +3 strength in each adjacent theatre. That actually repeats what's on there. Airdrop, the next time you play a card you may play it to a non-matching theatre, and that matches with that as well. So I think they would be just reiterating, these are just reiterating what's on the cards themselves. So they are the cards. Now let's have a look at the land cards. We'll separate these. So again we have reinforce, we have ambush, we have manoeuvre, we have cover fire, and we have disrupt, and then we go on to heavy tanks, which are always nice. Well, always nice to have in your possession, let's put it that way. Can't beat having a heavy tank. And then for we get transports, escalation, manoeuvre, redeploy, blockade, and super battleship. So there we are. Now, as I said, this is a 2-player game, so it's just a case of trying to work out how to play it and get somebody else to play it with me. But hopefully we can get some games done very, very soon. Anyway, that's it for this video. The first video in 2022. God, it's going to take some getting used to calling it 2022. I just about got used to saying 2021. So, oh dear. And we've got some big news coming up later on in big things happening later on in the year, so like mid-year, and we've got hopefully have a slight difference to the channel. I just need to send a few emails off and see what happens. But as I said, there may be chance of sponsorship on the channel, so we will see what happens. But as far as this video goes, it has come to an end. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. This is, as I say, Earth, Land and Sea by Arcane Wonders, and I'm looking forward to having a go on this. So join us for the next video, which will be another unboxing, but for something slightly different. But until then, as always, stay safe and take care. God bless, and bye for now.